Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Over the next couple of weeks what I'm hoping to do is get out on a few motorbikes that I own or friends own and get some honest sort of reviews and feedback on them from someone who lives in New Zealand, rides New Zealand roads on the motorbikes. Because I notice too often there's no reviews on motorbikes that I'm looking at. And if there are, they're in other languages, or they just don't really gel with what I'm looking for. So last week I gave my honest review on the Suzuki Gixxer. Today we're looking at the MT03. Unfortunately I still can't get my microphone set up with my helmet yet. Having a few technical issues there, so I'm having to, as you can see, record my audio separately to my video. But the MT03, I've had this bike for about 7 months now, and honest review is I love it. It is awesome, and it does have its flaws, but it is a really good bike. I'll start with the good. The good is good fuel economy at about roughly 3.2 average litres to 100k that is. It picks up really quick. Obviously if you're coming from like a leader bike you're probably going to be just a bit disappointed with the power, but for the learner range it's all the power you really need. Nice upright seating position. Seats actually, in my opinion, I don't find uncomfortable. And the suspension, some people say is a bit soft, but I love it, especially with like gravel roads and just potholes everywhere throughout New Zealand roads. It makes it actually quite enjoyable. With the upright seating position and the wide handlebars, you can really duck around corners real good. Would be nice if it did have a bit more torque. There's one thing with the engine, but that thing loves to rev. I put an aftermarket exhaust on the end of it as well, and just makes it sound a bit nicer in the notes. In terms of the cons I have with the bike, the brakes quite wooden. When you stop in a hurry, they can be a bit of a pain in the ass, and the tyres can also be a bit of an issue. The ones that come stock during wet conditions, I would not even recommend going out on them. They are super dangerous. Dry conditions, beautiful, like super grippy. Get pretty much full confidence going around all corners. But like I'm saying, in the rain, you do not want to be out with those tyres in the rain. You just feel like you're riding on ice, and it's just not a good feeling. And lastly, the indicators on this bike are very below average. With the indicator switch, it's no good. Pretty much quite often, a lot of times you go around corners, you switch to go around a corner and the thing flicks off. It's just, not what you expect. And especially with the bulbs, I've got the 2019 model, did buy it in 2021 for a discount. But yeah, I imagine the newer ones with the LED headlights and LED indicators probably a bit better. But yeah, this one's just rubbish. Same as the headlight. Nighttime conditions, headlights pretty trash. I've ridden bikes with way better headlights. So obviously there's quite a bit of negatives with this in terms of the brakes, tyres, indicators, stuff like that, stuff that can sort of be changed. But what is good with this is the engine is super peppy, riding position is nice, and the bike just has something to it, has like an aura to it. The more you ride it, the more you sort of, get involved in it. So, in my opinion, would I recommend the MT03? Yeah, I definitely would. Especially for New Zealand riding, I feel like it's perfect. I feel like a lot of people in New Zealand don't want that sport bike because a lot of people use them as commuters. This is a fantastic commuting bike. Not only is it a great commuting bike, it has that peppy power to head out on the weekends, go for a cruise with the boys, head out to the beach. You don't have to be too worried about it either, because it is a naked bike. You know, it's gonna get dirty. Give it a water blast. It's sweet as. It's Yamaha. They know how to build stuff good. There is a little bit of concern with the build quality though, in terms of rust. I've noticed just around some of the welding edges there is a little bit of it forming, but it is just very surface and very minimal. But hey, it is what it is. Can't have everything perfect. But yeah, I highly recommend this bike, especially if you get it for a good price. The biggest competition it does have, especially in New Zealand, is the Gixxer 250, which I've said in my last video, would not recommend. Just bypass that bike entirely and go straight to an MT03 or a Z400, which I'll get to my review later on. But hey, as always peeps, thank you for watching and stay classy.